Okay, great. So the first item on the agenda is reviewing the August minutes.
Yes.
They looked good to me.
Yeah.
I propose, unless
Steve, did you have anything about the minutes you wanted to talk about?
No,
Okay.
second the motion.
Okay, great. That's
I
done.
guess I proposed it. So.
Okay, great.
In that last meeting, we had so much to talk about, so many plans to do.
I know.
We may not have much to talk about tonight.
We don't. I think that might be part of our small group. It's definitely our big day is behind us.
Right.
So we've got news about Concord farms and farmers. I mean, my main thing is were people all right in the Ag Day is a separate one, but were people all right in that wind last Friday? And what do we think about the upcoming wind?
Yeah.
We didn't get the wind that you folks did, but
You
we had a shower.
Oh, you did lose power?
No, we had a shower.
Oh, you had a shower. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Imagine
I was in the office by myself. Everyone else was in much scarier places, but I opened up the door to see if I should go get them. And I had to use all my force to get the door closed again. Like it was
Really?
the hardest wind I've ever been in.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe the high tunnels are still standing.
Friday night.
We just had a tent pole. It was like at a 90-degree angle. Like our CSA tent came down and it broke the pole on the side that the wind was coming from.
Huh.
Yeah. But you guys were all right, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We had rain also. We
Just
didn't
rain?
really get that much of it. I know it was very threatening looking above, but
I think we ended the drought.
Yeah, the drought's over.
Jesus.
The downside of me taking out those earphones is you'll be able to hear it if I have a crying baby.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to do too many things. Okay. Do people have other news about what's happening at their farms this fall besides wet?
Yeah.
Anything happening?
We've been shopping to buy some pumpkins.
Oh, you have. Did you try to go pumpkins and it didn't work, or did you skip it?
Yeah, we've lost most of them.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Now, Steve, have you ever dealt with Alex McQuillan? He's from Vermont.
Yeah, we got a call in there, and Patterson out in the valley, I guess Jen was talking to.
I talked to him earlier in the season, and he was actually said things were pretty good. Like I was kind of worried he might have gotten wiped out during the all those storms up in Vermont, but he said his fields were high enough so that he thought he was going to have a reasonable pumpkin harvest this year.
Can I ask what hurt the pumpkin crop this year? Was it just too much rain?
Yeah. All the cucurbits were pretty tough. The rain. What happened to your crop, Steve?
Just too much. We're too wet.
Yeah.
Too wet.
Just too wet. Okay.
Yeah, just same complaints. Too wet. Everything.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, geez. I'm very sorry. I always thought I would not be the person that tried to do this. Okay. But I am. Yeah. What about Ag Day recap? That's the main thing happening with all of us.
Yes.
That seemed to be a good Ag Day. I think everybody was happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I got a lot of feedback from the businesses that were on, that are in downtown, and they had a really good business day too. So
Really?
that's, yes, so that's exactly what we want, some synergy, between,
Yeah,
so that, yeah, they were very happy.
Well,
that's
that's
great,
good.
because historically that's been like an issue. Is
Right.
it? Yeah. Oh, that's
No,
so
that-
great to hear.
That's good, yeah.
Mhm. I thought that the nonprofits did a really nice job, like that their displays and stuff where there was like more effort than before, like yeah, not just like a little table. Like
Yeah.
people had displays and activities and stuff. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Do you have guidelines as far as who can, do you have written guidelines around who can and who can't have a booth?
Yes, so we worked on it just this year.
Okay.
Because it was an issue last year. And I think it could still use some fine tuning, but there was more description about well, it's always been Concord based, but a little more description about being agriculture related, or at least there's additional language about what that also means, like local businesses or conservation efforts, kind of like broadening it. And then if people were selling anything, it had to be like very agriculture related. And then we do just have people that have been doing it every year, so we couldn't make it too narrow so that they could keep doing it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I asked because
Yeah.
a resident of Concord came up and wanted to talk about the Hanscom expansion. And he wanted to know how he could have gotten a booth to talk, because he was for the expansion, believe it or not.
See. Yeah.
And because apparently there were people there that had signs against the expansion. So
At Ag Day.
so I'm just thinking, you might want to think about, do you want to stay away from these controversial things?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good point. So it was mainly just in the form we sent the nonprofits, but I think it could be laid out even more.
I would suggest that, because
That's a good idea.
we've had some other things in town that ran into a lot of trouble because it wasn't clear who was included and who wasn't. So you can avoid a lot of that by being more explicit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
What was the issue there? I didn't quite get that.
That a man who was for the Hanscom expansion wanted to know how he could have a booth in the future, because I guess some people had a sign there against the expansion, and it's just sort of like not the wanting clear guidelines, because we don't need to be the site for
exactly
other controversy.
Right. So
right, we don't need either side.
No,
that's right. You don't want either. So
it
was the league that had the sign against the expansion. So you just might want to, again, be more explicit with the forms. That's you want to keep it to agriculture. So that's all.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great thought. It has helped in the past, since there is not much space. It has kept it from expanding too much, but we haven't talked about like some folks like that who have been there at every Ag Day about like what they could display. So we should,
Yeah.
Great.
Hi, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Oh, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
You're sideways.
You're mute. You're mute, Grace.
Is that better?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
We were just talking about Ag Day.
How was it for you guys?
Good.
It was great for us. Yeah.
Good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it was tend to be good all around.
Yeah.
How was it for you, Grace?
It was good. It was good for us, and it didn't rain until 2:20, until we were putting the tent on the truck. So that was good.
Yes. That's the
Did you?
good Ag Day weather.
Yeah.
Yes. It was hot. It was just really hot.
Yeah.
But I thought the crowds were great. It seemed
Yes.
a little slow at the very beginning, but it seemed like the crowds were really good.
Slowed down a little bit towards the end, I thought, but I guess that's to be expected.
Yeah.
It seems like the racing's a bigger attraction each year.
The what is a bigger attraction each year?
The auto,
Yeah, the races.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
Yeah, kids
fun.
got- Someone had this great butternut, and if that thing hit you in the ankle, you were headed to the. That thing was like a Mack truck.
yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Happy.
Hello, Happy.
You're
Just-
muted if you're trying
Maybe
to
she's
talk.
not
Probably
quite here
needed
yet.
also.
Do we have things like notes that we should do about Ag Day in the future? We have the like guidelines one, but do people like their spots for the map?
I thought it worked out really well. And what did you think, Steve? You were not so happy
worked out-
last year, but
worked out good for us.
mhm.
Great. I loved that
Yeah.
the tractor blocking the road on one side.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought that was
good.
fun for people driving through town, not knowing what it was. You couldn't mistake what it was about.
Yes.
Is that a Hutchins tractor or?
Yeah, that was Hutchins tractor.
A clear visual, yes. it was.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we were in our same spot, so it worked out. But having the tractor down there was fun because it can be like the end where, you know, it starts just being the regular traffic. So I thought that was
Right.
fun. But yeah, the sales were good. I'm always impressed that people like come to shop. Just it being like an annual event, like not just to like walk around and look.
Yep.
Well, I
big
think
trick.
people really want to try and help out and buy, you know, and
Mhm.
just
Right.
buy stuff.
Yeah.
The big
When we
trick-
left,
Sorry.
When we
Because for, you know,
Grace, your
Well-
microphone is coming in and out.
The trick for us is to have like pints of cherry tomatoes right at the edge of the table.
Yeah.
Little kids come over and want cherry tomatoes, so.
yeah,
Yeah. What was your impression, Mary, as a non-farmer there?
oh, it was great. It was great. You know, it's funny, when we left the Ag Day, we drove over to Shimone's to get blueberries because Grace didn't
Oh.
bring any. So it's funny. The first thing I do is go over to we drive over to a farm stand, but I thought it was great. I mean, a lot of people stopped by our booth and were really happy.
Mhm.
The kids had fun with the delicata squash. It was a nice day. I
Yeah.
just it had a good feel to it.
Mhm.
It really is a meeting place for the town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and people, a lot of people don't understand how important farming is to Concord. That they just they don't. And so this is a great event.
Yeah. Great. And Liza isn't here, but between her coordination of like the decorations, I would love to hear how the car races went, but I wasn't over there that much. But it seemed like with Vanderhoof getting all the wheels and axles, like we have more of them.
Yeah.
Like it's like it was like an event, like something that kept going throughout the event.
Yes, it was good. It was
Yeah,
good. The
great.
kids were happy. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And when the
Nice.
kids are happy, the parents are happy, as you know.
Yeah. Right. I don't know if Happy is there, if she can hear us, but everyone liked her poster.
Yeah, I
Yes.
Yeah,
concur.
came out good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hmm.
See, any other Ag Day things? No.
You and Liza did a great job on,
It was really Liza. I really
had your hands
kind
full?
of petered out on her there.
Right,
She picked up the slack for sure.
right.
Yeah, and her brother and Lisa's dad did like the drilling again for the races. So that was that's big to have somebody doing that. Also, it's surprisingly hard. You really have to get it in the right spot so that the wheels can work, like that the axle's in a place that it's all even and the cars can go. Otherwise, everybody's frustrated. So that was nice. But yeah, that was all Liza. She'll be here next month. I do think so for the ag committee logo revisited, I think we should wait on Liza for that because that was something that she had been looking into. So we'll set that aside. I do have two other business things. One is, have you all seen there were emails about an upcoming coffee, conservation coffee that we were invited to. What is
Or
it?
Concord can.
Yes, Concord
Yeah.
Can, that's what it is. Sorry, I was looking for the email. Oh yeah, Sustainable Concord Coffee about biodiversity and how Concord can address it. Anyway, so that was a related topic. That was nice that they reached out.
It is.
Tuesday, September 19th, so real soon. 8 to 9 is a little hard for a farmer in September, but
Yeah.
that's interesting. And then the other related thing that I think we should work on next time, but I just wanted to mention it with Liza and I forgot when we did the agenda. But we were gonna switch over, we were gonna do new chairs and clerk after Ag Day. And I think we had some volunteers, perhaps. We just lost Grace, maybe Dan and Grace. So we should look into, like, talk about that next time probably and vote and get that going.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what you said. Something about news tears?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to have new chairs of the ag committee. And a new clerk. We were up for switching in the spring, but we decided to put it off till after Ag Day since Liza and I were already mid planning and sort of emailing everybody and stuff. So we will put on the agenda for October. But I just wanted to put it out so that I think Dan was maybe
Have
gonna
someone else to do it with.
well, I think it was like talked about maybe with Liza's help, and then I think Grace, who we lost, might have been up for being chair, or not chair, for being clerk. But we'll have to ask her about that again, since we lost her today. But I just wanted to put it out there. It is true that the clerks have often done more than one session. I don't know, Joe, if you would think about doing it again. But
A lot of work.
it's a lot of work though. Yeah, I think we should try to get other folks involved for sure. So, hi Grace.
Hey, Grace.
Okay, well, we'll put that on the agenda for next time, but we should be thinking about it. And let me see what else. Do other folks have any other business to discuss?
I'm trying to start thinking about the spring form.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
wow.
Steve, you are really.
You have some ideas, Steve?
Noted.
Just around the corner, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put it on for next month. Well, now I can talk forever. I've got a sleeping baby now, so
Oh,
any no other business. Grace, we lost you for a minute, but we were talking about how we were gonna put on the October meeting, voting for new chair and clerk. And I think you had talked about maybe being open to trying out clerking. Oh, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm certainly game for it. What does clerking involve?
it involves taking notes at the meeting and then submitting it to the chair to send
Okay.
in.
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, great. We'll make it official next time. I didn't want to ambush people. I was bringing it up. Yeah. And we also just forgot to put it on the agenda. So I was bringing up in other minutes to think about. Great.
Okay.
That'll be
I
great.
did have a question. I
Yeah.
know I'm going back a little bit, but we
That's
dropped off.
fine.
So on Ag Day, like a lot of people tried to Venmo us. Is there any way, or has anyone heard any updates about possibly getting like a cell tower? I know there was something about it at the First Parish Church, but has anyone heard anything if that's going forward?
I can tell you what I know, Grace, and
Okay.
it was supposed to be it's planned to be at the Tricon Church.
Okay.
And from what I know, the reason why it's delayed is it's Verizon that's delaying it. It's not because, well, okay, so the town has definitely got someplace where they're willing to put it, and the Tricon Church is willing to do that. And now it's
Okay.
Verizon that seems to be dragging their feet.
Oh.
And in their defense, I'll have to say they think that Concord's been very hard to deal with when it
Okay.
comes to this issue. So, I wish I had better news. We've been trying to make this happen for months, and I think they're doing the best they can.
Okay, because we deliberately didn't bring the credit card machine because we thought we could do it that way, and people just couldn't, log in, or it just
Yeah,
didn't work.
No,
Okay.
it's more than that. It's a safety issue.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
the town manager I know is well aware of this. I wish I had a definite date for you, but I don't.
Oh, okay. About a year from now would be good.
Okay, next Ag Day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I have something to bring up, Melissa.
Yeah.
Liza has been asking me if to do a warrant article to exempt farm stands from the bag fee.
Yeah.
And so we're moving ahead with that, but this committee has to vote on the verbiage for that article. So
Okay.
I can work with Liza to get the words on paper. And then if we could put that on the agenda for October,
Yeah.
we'll have something to put in front of the committee and they can vote.
Yeah.
If that's how you, so that's.
I was just getting pen. Yeah. Okay.
Just if you have on the agenda in October, I guess verify or confirm, or what's the word? Approve the language for the warrant article
Yeah. Got
to
it.
exempt farm stands. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll work with Liza to get the language.
Great.
yes.
Okay. Do folks have anything else for the October agenda? Steve wants the spring forum. That's how oh no. Well, I'm glad we're pretty much done because I thought I had my phone plugged in, but we lost Steve. It was plugged in and I kept messing with it to try to see if it was charging.
Okay.
So I will call him after and apologize and tell him any updates. I think the main thing would just be does October 12th work for folks for the next meeting?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Then we'll put that on the calendar. All right. Well, I'll try to go call Steve and tell him about October 12th.
Yeah.
I think we're all set.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye guys.
night.
Good night.
A motion
Bye.
to adjourn. is
Miles
appropriate.
says good night. Oh, yes, we have to motion to adjourn. I just motioned.
I second.
Great.
Good night, Miles.
Good night.
Night.